Okay, let's dive right into this explainer because right now there is a massive, undeniable opportunity completely reshaping the digital landscape. We're talking about using artificial intelligence to hyperspeed SEO blog writing for businesses. You see, across the board, whether it's a local plumber or a global software company, businesses are absolutely desperate for organic traffic from Google. But traditional writing, it takes time they just don't have. AI has cracked this wide open, creating a fast track. So today we're going to break down exactly how this works, why companies are practically lining up to pay for it, and how you can actually capitalize on this shift.
So let's address the elephant in the room. It's the central question, right? Why on earth are companies paying thousands of dollars for AI-written blogs? You might be thinking, well, couldn't they just open up ChatGPT and push a button themselves? But honestly, that's a huge misconception. Businesses aren't paying you to just push a button. They're paying for the tangible, revenue-driving results that a properly executed AI content strategy actually delivers. They're paying for your expertise to guide the AI, to edit the output, and to navigate the incredibly complex rules of search engines to actually win them paying customers. And just to prove how explosive the financial viability of this model is right out of the gate, think about the number 10,000. This comes from an incredible case study documented by Arvow involving an agency owner named Luca CH. By leveraging automated AI tools combined with a really smart SEO strategy, Luca hit $10,000 in monthly recurring revenue, or MRR, in just 3 months. 3 months. He did this by helping a client scale their organic traffic at absolute lightning speed. So this is a very real, highly lucrative business model if you just know the exact steps. So, to get you to that level, we're going to walk through our insider's blueprint. First, we'll cover the AI SEO opportunity, then the specific AI writing workflow, how to package and price your services, how to navigate Google's tricky rules, and finally, exactly how beginners can start landing clients today. Let's kick things off with part 1, the AI SEO opportunity, and why businesses need organic traffic right now more than they ever have before. Here's the deal. Right now, local businesses and SaaS companies are in a bit of a panic. Marketing expert Nick Ponte actually points this out perfectly. We're seeing a massive shift in how people find things online. On one side, you still have traditional SEO, right? Doing whatever it takes to show up as a blue link in standard Google search results. But on the other side, we now have AI search, or answer engine optimization. This is when a potential customer just asks ChatGPT or Gemini, hey, who should I hire for this? Or what software is best? If a business isn't being recommended by those AI tools, they are literally losing out on money. They desperately need someone to help them optimize for both, basically making sure their business still has a heartbeat in this new AI-driven era. Moving into part 2, the AI writing workflow. This is exactly where incredible speed meets absolutely necessary quality control. To actually pull this off, professional agencies rely on a very specific software stock in 2026. They don't just use one generic tool for everything. According to industry guides from Fueler and Arvow, a pro setup looks a bit like this. You might use Claude 3.7 Sonnet for that deep, long-form creative writing. Then Jasper AI for standard, snappy marketing templates. You'd use a tool like Writer for ensuring enterprise-level brand voice consistency. And finally, a tool like Arvow to automate the heavy lifting of keyword research and direct-to-blog publishing. It's an entire ecosystem. But having the tools isn't enough. It's how you put them together into what we call a hybrid workflow. Step 1 is deep keyword research. You're not just hunting for random high search volume. You are looking specifically for buyer intent queries. Those are the questions people type in right before they pull out their credit card. Step 2 is AI prompting and drafting, where your software stack generates the baseline content in minutes. But step 3, this is the absolute most important part: human editing and optimization. You are the editor. You fact check, you add nuance, and you inject real brand voice. That human oversight, that's the true secret sauce businesses are actually paying you for. Okay, part 3, packaging and pricing services. Let's talk about how you turn these writing skills into a highly profitable, predictable business. When it comes to pricing, you have to ditch the hourly rates completely. The platform Fueler heavily recommends tiered, value-based packages instead. For example, you can offer a content foundation package, say 4 to 8 posts a month for up to $2,500. Then a growth tier for up to $5,000, and finally a massive scale tier with daily posts and AI personalization that can command up to $15,000 a month. By creating these clear, tiered packages, you stop selling your personal time, and you start selling predictable deliverables that your AI tools are helping you fulfill in a fraction of the time it used to take. Now, you might be wondering, why would any client pay those kinds of rates? Well, as the Result First agency points out, it's because you have to focus on revenue-driven strategies. SEO is about driving revenue, not just vanity traffic. Nick Ponte mentioned that clients gladly pay him $1,000 monthly retainers simply because his service targets those specific, high-converting buyer intent keywords we talked about earlier. You're bringing them actual paying customers. When you do that, your fee looks like a tiny drop in the bucket compared to the huge sales you're generating for them. Which brings us to part 4, navigating Google and its challenges, because it's time for a serious reality check on pure AI spam. A lot of people are terrified of Google's algorithms right now, thinking they'll get banned for using AI. But if you look at the 2026 guidance from Google Search Central, which was brilliantly analyzed by the SEO experts at Social Baddie, it's incredibly clear. Google does not penalize AI-generated content simply for being AI-generated. Instead, they evaluate all content based on EEAT, experience, expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness. Basically, they don't care how the text was drafted. They care if the final result is genuinely helpful, fact-checked, and original. To see exactly what happens when you ignore those rules and just spam the internet, let me tell you a cautionary tale from SEO experimenter Mark Williams-Cook. He spun up a brand new domain and published 10,000 purely AI-generated pages with zero human editing, just straight from the machine to the web. On day 1, it went live. By month 2, his traffic took a massive dip during Google's helpful content update. And by month 6, his traffic plummeted completely to zero during a spam update. The lesson here? If you just mass-produce unedited, generic AI spam, you will lose. And to back that up, consider a really fascinating study by Search Engine Land. They analyzed tens of thousands of blog pages and found that human-edited content is a staggering 8 times more likely to rank #1 on Google compared to pure AI content. 8 times! While 70% of marketers cite faster production as AI's top benefit, only 19% say it actually improves quality on its own. So think of it like this. Automation gets you to the starting line instantly, but it is your human editing, your expertise and structure that actually pushes the content across the finish line to rank #1. Finally, let's get into part 5, how beginners can start. This is your practical, totally actionable launchpad for landing your very first paying client. Nick Ponte actually laid out a brilliant, hype-free blueprint for prospecting. First, you find local businesses that have a really poor search presence, maybe missing or unclaimed Google profiles. Next, you run a free visibility diagnosis report on them using a basic SEO tool. If their score comes back terrible, say a 38%, well, you instantly have leverage. You send them a cold outreach DM pointing out all the clicks they're losing, and you offer a simple solution. You can even provide a free AI-generated, human-edited sample post. You're leading with immense value and highlighting a huge problem they probably didn't even realize they had. Now, if you're wondering how to scale your efforts as a beginner without totally burning out, there's a genius concept from a major causal app case study. It's called minimum viable content. The strategy is to use AI to create a high volume of targeted baseline articles. You publish them, and then you just wait. You only invest your valuable human editing time into rewriting and perfecting the specific articles that actually start gaining initial traction in the data. It's an incredibly smart, data-driven way to scale efficiently while making sure you maintain ultimate quality exactly where it matters most. Which leaves us with one final, pretty provocative question. As AI completely rewrites how every consumer finds products and services, millions of businesses are at serious risk of flatlining in search visibility. They need a hybrid approach. They need the speed of AI, but they absolutely need your human quality control. So, will you be the one to step up, master these tools, and give their business a heartbeat in the AI era? The monetization opportunity right now is massive. And as we've seen throughout this explainer, the blueprint to build your own recurring revenue agency is literally sitting right in front of you.